Hey guys, Thunder here. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you won't miss any of my other videos. Okay, so this week, today is Monday, April 7th. It's been a night. We had some storms, some rain. I think it's still raining outside right now. So yeah, lots going on. I did get all the towels with buttons from last week, so all 32 towels have their buttons. This week, I will say I don't have exactly as much of a plan as I've had in the past few weeks. I really just don't. I know that I have to do 8 hamsters, 1 for my niece, and then 7 more for my shows. I'd like to make a few more of those like little lazy puppies, I think they're called, by Stringy Ding Ding. And then the hamsters are by Crochet Musings. Also, last week, I think I forgot to say it, but the towel topper pattern, I did link it in the description, but I think I forgot to say it is from Alaska Crafty Gal Victoria. I did link it, I just think I forgot to say it. I don't know. I don't know what happened there. But, so first thing up on my list this week is going to be the hamsters, and then the little lazy pups. And then I guess it's just going to depend on what I feel like doing. I kind of want to do like a big dinosaur and maybe some jellyfish. I know I've got jellyfish, but if I make more, then I just have more for later on in the year. But, let's see here. I have this book. It is called Dinosaurs, Mammoths, and More. Prehistoric Amigurumi. And it's got a lot of different people who's done these patterns for this book. I don't know, I just kind of want to do a bigger dino. See, they got all these. I just want to do a dino for some reason. I'm trying to get it in. I don't know, I just kind of really want to do a dinosaur. I think I'm going to make a big dinosaur. And then I think I also want to do some jellyfish. I'm going to just lay this off to the side for now because I had to finagle that back into the shelf. But, I think that's my plan for this week, is just to kind of finish up the hamsters, do some little lazy puppies, because I'm really curious as to how they're going to sell. I haven't decided how many I want to take, though, yet. So I definitely have to figure that out. But, I think after that, I really want to make a big dinosaur. And I really want to do some jellyfish. I don't know why I want to do jellyfish. I just really want to do some jellyfish. So, yeah. I think this week is just going to kind of be a more so chill week because my arm is still a little sore from doing so many towels last week. So I think next week I'm going to do another week of towels. And then after that, any towels that I have left, I'll just kind of do like one day here and there of towels, just so that I don't hurt myself. But yeah, so I know first things first, we have to make the hamsters. My niece wants her hamster. And I need 7 more for my shows, just to see how they'll do. So that's where we're going to start first, those, and then the little lazy puppies. Hey guys, okay, so it's Wednesday, so it's time for the midweek update. I've got a lot done. I'm not totally done with the two things that I had said I wanted to be done with, but I've got a lot done. So first up, This is the hamster that is for my niece. I'm hoping she'll like it because she was really wanting it to look like the sea slug, but with this yarn, that's just not really possible. So she's gonna have a lot more blue and green than what she probably wanted. But if she doesn't like this one, I'm sure she'll like one of the other ones. I have this little guy. So that's 2. This is 3. I really like the colors of this yarn. It just came out so nice. Then we have 4. We have 5. I don't know. That's just like a piece of fuzz or something. We have 5, 6, 7, and finally 8 because I needed 7 for my shows and 1 for my niece. So all of those are done. Then I said I did not know how many of the little lazy puppies that I wanted to do. Well, I decided probably just need to do like 4 just to have 2 at each show, each of my May shows, just to see how they do. And this hamster pattern is Crochet Musings. I'll have it linked. These are Stringy Ding Ding. Again, I'll have it linked. So here's the first one. I just really love this pattern because it just looks like a little puppy laying down. And then here's the second one I got done. So, yeah. 2 of these. Trying to show it off a little bit better, but 2 of these done. And I've already got 1, so I want 1 more. And then I think before I start on the big dino, because it's already midweek, I was kind of hoping to have all of that done on Monday, but that was a little unrealistic for me. Just a little. Plus, I had a couple of other things I had to work on, so yeah. But I'm using this book for the jellyfish, Amigurumi Toy Box by Anna Paula Rimoli. Yeah. I'll try and find something to link for her. This right here, this pink one, I can't show it much better because the pattern's on the other page, but this pink one, that's what I'm going to be doing for my jellyfish. I don't know how many I'm going to make. I do have to say I do alter the pattern a little bit just to make it no-sew. I've got it calculated, and I need to write it down and put it on a sticky note in the book so I know every time which rows. But, it's going to be, because like you're supposed to do the tentacles and then sew them on. Well, I don't like sewing them on. So I just do, I've calculated into 2 of the rows. I want to say it's the row with 24 and then the row with 18 at the end. But I might be wrong on that one. Might be the row of 24 and the row of 12. I don't know. I'll have to play around with it. But I've kind of calculated to where I could put where I can leave a front loop open so that then I can go back and crochet straight onto the piece instead of having to sew it on, because I don't want to sew it. I want to make anything that I can as no-sew as possible. So that's really not easy with something like this. Like this, you have to sew the ears, the 2 front legs, this leg, and then the tail on. Well, that's an ear, but the tail on. But there's really no way to make that no-sew. But this jellyfish, there is a way. So I'm thinking I'm going to go in there. I don't know exactly which yarns I want to use. I'm hopeful to get 4 done. I don't know if I'll be able to do that, but I would really love to be able to have 4 done. I don't know. I'm just kind of making this just because it's what I want to make. So I definitely want to make one that looks like s'mores, because I've made that before and it sold really fast. Then I'm thinking just finding some yarn in there and seeing what I got. Really, that's my plan. I'm trying to get rid of all the like caked up yarns that I have in little baggies first, and then I can start using my skeins and stuff. So I'm gonna try and do that. I'm gonna try. But I do know that I have one skein in there that is of this color. This is from Joann's Big Twist. I think it's called Neon Lights. But I do know I have an almost like a pretty used skein of this. So I might pick that out of my skeins just to use it up and have it not take up space. And honestly, I think that might be a fun jellyfish. Even if it was done all in that color, I think that would be a fun jellyfish. So, but it's really just going to depend on what I can get to and what I can get done. But, let's go on to the couch. Hey guys! Okay, so it is Monday, April 14th. We done with the week? Obviously, it's the start of a new week. Okay, so, showed you guys my niece's hamster. She loves it. I'm gonna give it to her when I see her, whenever. And then I had to make 7 other hamsters for my shows, and these are patterned by Crochet Musings. It will be linked. We have these 3. Then we have these 2. And then we have these 2. So, 8 hamsters altogether, done. And then we have the little lazy pups. So, here's one. I really like this pattern. I got some dog fur on my shirt. Here's 2, which I think you guys have seen these 2. And then here is the 3rd. They all accidentally ended up with green, but the other one that I have does not have green, so it should be okay. But yeah, I just really like these. These are patterned by Stringy Ding Ding, and it will be linked. Then we have our jellyfish. So we have our s'mores. And this came out of a book by Anna Pallarimoli. And I will find either the Amazon link for the book or just some sort of link for the author. So that will be in the description. But yeah, I made this one to look like s'mores. So I really love how that one came out. I also said that I was going to make one to match my hat. Well, I had about this big of a ball left of that one yarn after I got done with this and my hat. So that yarn makes a lot. This is a yarn by Joann's. Well, by It's Big Twist, but yeah. I had some. Really love how this came out, actually. So nice and colorful. Really love it. So yeah. That's the second jellyfish. And then I decided to make this one. It's gray with a rainbow. And I found the end that I forgot to weave in. I'll have to do that. I don't know how that got past me. I guess I was working hard that day and just missed it. But that's an easy thing. I'll do that later on today. And then we have this. This one is so pretty. I really love how this one came out. It's just so nice and pretty. And I will say that where I put the no-sew part in, I leave a front loop open, and it's on the round of 24 for these little guys. And then for these, it's on the round of 12 at the end. So I just kind of calculate, since there's like 3, I figure out how many spaces I need to leave in between. Same thing with these, since there's 6. Figure out how many needs to be left in between. And yeah, they come out pretty well. Like I said, I need to weave in the end on this one. So I'll have to leave that out and do that later. I cannot believe that somehow that got past me. But 4 jellyfish. I would love to say that I got a big dinosaur done too, which was kind of my plan, but I didn't. I really didn't. However, that's going to be next on my list after I get done with another week of towels. So yeah, that's all I've got for you today. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you have enjoyed. If you have, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my other videos, and I will see you guys next time. Bye everyone!